So in this video I want to talk a little bit about a video that I made a couple weeks ago, I think 3 or 4, and to relate to this video, like to do a progress basically, because in that video I don't remember the title, but I was speaking about how my thinking is very rigid, and it's like I am not diagnosed, but I think I am an autist, and I treat myself like that. I need to be diagnosed, but like I definitely I was an autist when I was a child. So my thinking is very rigid and like structured, scheduled type of thinking. And for a long time I struggled with change, and like I was afraid of change, and to this degree that when I needed to go later to sleep, then I was terrified, because I was like angry that I need to do it, and I had like my brain was against me when change happened. But like life is change, you know? So like I needed to change this, of course, and this change in itself, it was like against it. And I think I made like major progress recently. I just realized that maybe I did it before, but this progress, but I just realized that I'm just, I am not afraid of changing anymore. So it made me think to like I started to think that like if you have these conditions, like for example autism, let's say, or like I am disabled, so I have infantile cerebral palsy, but it doesn't, like, I also, for example, before, when I was a child, I believed that I cannot go to the gym, but now I do, so, and so I was thinking if I made myself kinda like changing, from the state that I really hated it. I hated even going like 2 minutes after my sleep schedule. I was like panicking that I need to go to bed because I am so angry at myself. And when I became aware that this happens, I became aware of the pattern. Then I started to laugh about it, I made a joke from it, and I became perfectly aware of this pattern. And now I keep the routine very strict because I like to sleep a lot because it's healthy. But if I need to, then I just sleep less or sleep more. Like it doesn't bother me anymore, and I don't have these thoughts like, oh, I like this like fight, like inner fight with my brain that says that this is like, panic mode type of shit. So like I can shape it, and like I don't need to categorize myself as an autist, even though I have like autistic traits. It doesn't mean that I need to stick to this, like I am an autist, and if I am an autist I hate change. Like it's hard to explain, but like if you will believe that you cannot change and you are an autist, then you will be one. But even if I have this trait and I will work on it, then I changed it. And it doesn't mean that I am still an autist or not. Like for most of the people wouldn't say I am. I know that I have these traits and I had them before, but I changed them, and like I shaped my reality so that I am not anymore, if that makes sense. Of course I have like still a lot of these autistic traits, but like I can change them, and I believe that I can change, and I will eventually, So yeah, I had like a reflection. Even if I believed like changing the topic to my disability, I believed that I cannot go to the gym, but I can. And does it mean that I am still disabled? Or like, because You know, disability is just a term that humans created. Disability doesn't exist. Like, it isn't an object. You cannot touch infantile cerebral palsy. It's just a term. It's created out of like some scientists us, you know? Some scientist decided, like some smart guy, like I don't know who discovered it, but some guy discovered infantile cerebral palsy, or like cerebral palsy, and like this guy is disabled, and it's like it is stigmatizing you into a person. Like, society wants you to be that person. It's like pushes you into this identity, but I can change my identity. And because cerebral palsy doesn't exist, technically speaking, it doesn't exist, because I was just born like that, and I am like very individual example. So every disabled person is differently disabled, you know. So, like, does it mean that I am still disabled or not? Because I don't feel like a disabled person, you know? Like, I have, like, worse sometimes than others. But I don't feel, like, worse physically. Maybe I'm smaller, and I'm not tall or anything. I'm not a bodybuilder, you know, big fucking huge guy. But, like, whatever, you know? Like, should I stigmatize myself into having an identity of I am disabled or not, or I am an autist or not? Is it helpful to even say that I am disabled? If I will believe that I am not, even if I am, technically speaking, if I will believe that I am not, then it will help me more than, oh, some dog is barking. And yeah, it will help me more when I will believe that I am not disabled, then when I will believe that I need to have like a certain identity of an disabled person. So, like, I can shape it, and if it doesn't serve me to believe that I am disabled, yeah, I think I said the point, you know, enough times. Yeah, it's like I was just thinking about it. So, like, if you can change your beliefs, if you can shape the reality, you can change completely. You can like do whatever you want, basically. You have all of the resources and time. You just need to put the work. But of course it's hard. But I'm just saying about the possibilities. If I will believe that I can, even as a disabled person, I can do certain things that, technically speaking, are impossible for a disabled person, then I can achieve them somehow. Like, why should I tell myself that I cannot? And like, so, yeah, like, why telling yourself, even if something is true, and but it doesn't serve you in any way, so why believe it if it doesn't serve me? Like, yeah, like, why should I believe that I am disabled? Maybe I will brainwash myself into believing that I am healthy, and I will do the things that a healthy person would do. This is a greater concept than playing a victim and saying that I cannot do certain things because I am disabled. I think that's a great idea, I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not, but I don't care. Yeah, this is just my random thoughts. And yeah, I think this video doesn't have any meaning to anyone, but it's more about to clear my head out of this thought, if that makes sense. So yeah, adios.